As a matter of fact, you'll find out if you've got the book, if you read it. I ended up in paper pajamas over at Jones Hill in Jamestown the first summer I came back to New York State, 2006, because I was so terrified. I'd been at Pope Haven over in Randolph for a whole month, and I hadn't gone to see any of my family yet. I was so scared to see them. I was. And one day, I was just, yeah, I know, I shouldn't tell everything, should I? You don't think I'm
I know,
silly
you should
enough.
tell everything.
But basically what happened was I was sitting there playing my Nintendo, and I was so angry that the situation was such that I was terrified of my own family. Terrified of being in New York State. Say nothing about coming back to Brockton, man. And there was a paring knife sitting on the counter, and I picked it up, and I just started chipping away at the counter in my little fifth wheel. I was a fifth wheel person. A little fifth wheel, yeah. And I knew I needed help because I was in the state hospital when I was 20 because of my childhood, basically, and then subsequently, oh well, everything else. So I knew when I needed help. So when I started chipping it, I knew. And I went down to the emergency room at WCA Hospital, and I thought I was just going to get to talk to somebody. Well, they didn't let me go. And I had to put on these paper pajamas and then they took me on a bus over to Jones Hill, and they put me in a room with another person. Can you believe that? Me? I said, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to sleep. I will not sleep a wink if there's another person in my room, because I do have issues about, I like my doors shut and locked, you know. So I sat out there on the floor in my paper pajamas forever, just waiting for them to get me a room. But anyway, but I knew I needed help, and I do know that now because I've been through years of therapy. I've had 5 altogether, including that one, hospital stays. The longest was a month. The second longest was 18 days. So I know when I'm in trouble, and now my sisters keep an eye on me pretty good. And but
with
yeah,
a cattle
some
prod.
adventures. With a cattle prod.
Sounds like abuse to me.